My sister stole my baby name, so I made sure she could never use it again, for as long as I can recall. My sister Brielle has treated everything between us like a contest. She's only 2 years older, yet every time I accomplished something, she made sure to top it. When I got engaged, she announced her own engagement 6 months later. After I bought my first house, she purchased one right down the block. But none of that compared to what happened when I became pregnant. My husband and I had battled infertility for years. Following 2 devastating miscarriages and endless doctor visits, we finally heard the words we were expecting. It felt nothing short of miraculous. From the instant I saw those 2 pink lines, I already knew the name I wanted for my daughter. My grandmother raised me after my dad died, and my mom emotionally checked out. She was my whole universe. Her name was Selene, and before she passed, she would say, "If you ever have a baby girl, I hope she carries my name." I shared the name with Brielle one night when I was 3 months along. I honestly thought we were having a sweet sister moment. She smiled and told me it was beautiful. I should have known better. 2 months later, Brielle announced she was expecting 2. She acted stunned and delighted that our children would grow up side by side. I was truly happy for her. That was until the family baby shower she threw for herself. Walking into the decorated hall, I spotted a massive sign that stole my breath. "Welcome, baby Selene." I froze. At first, I hoped it was some bizarre coincidence. It wasn't. Brielle stood up and delivered a speech about how she had always adored our grandmother's name and how perfect it was for her child. After the speeches, I pulled her aside, trying to keep my voice level. "Brielle, you knew I was naming my daughter Selene." She smirked and shrugged. "Well, I'm due first. Nothing's stopping you from picking something else." I was stunned. The entire family just lingered there awkwardly, desperate not to pick sides. Even my mom whispered, "It's just a name, honey." But it wasn't. It was the one promise I'd made to my grandmother. That night, I went home and cried harder than I ever had during our infertility struggle. Yet the longer I sat there, the more my sorrow hardened into determination. If Brielle wanted to play dirty, fine, but she underestimated me. Over the next few weeks, I quietly gathered every document I would need. Brielle, after all, hadn't filed any legal paperwork yet. She kept calling the baby Selene, but had never officially registered the name. Meanwhile, I rushed my own name reservation through the state. In our state, you can pre-register a baby name up to 6 months before birth, reserving it as long as you provide proof of intent and identity. I submitted everything: pregnancy verification, ultrasound copies, and a personal statement about the name's significance. The clerk was sympathetic and processed it all in record time. 2 weeks later, I held the official paper reserving the name Selene Grace Dawson. Legally, no one else in the state could file the exact same name combination for at least 12 months. Brielle learned this when she tried to finish her hospital paperwork after giving birth. She rang me from the hospital room, livid. "You had no right," she yelled. "You're so petty." I answered calmly, "You stole the name first." "Bri, I just made sure you couldn't steal it again." She ended up naming her daughter Oakland instead, and now pretends it was her first choice all along. My daughter Selene was born 2 months later, healthy and perfect. At the christening, my grandmother's closest friend came to me with tears shining in her eyes, saying she would have been so proud of you. My sister barely speaks to me now, but I don't care.